Well, hello, and good evening, everyone. We are actually live on Facebook. I am Tanya Evans Barnes, and this is my sis.
Sasha Roberts.
And we are here for another episode of 369 So Much More Than Travel. And today we're going to talk about something that is affecting and hitting everyone's household: inflation, unemployment, and having a plan B. Plan Bs. Do you have one? So, um, I was talking to my sis. She all the way in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and we were talking about, I just got my dogs in today, y'all. I'm just so excited. So I'm gonna be all over the place. Executive and chairman are actually in the building. I done already figured out who's who and what's what, got their little name tags ready. And executive is off the chain. RTC, he gonna be an issue. He gonna be the reason why this topic today, inflation, unemployment, and having a plan B, is really gonna stick out for me, because everything is, the cost of everything is going up. You know, ever since COVID has hit America and the whole world, everything, the prices of everything went up, except for the money in most households. I cannot say that, and I don't have that inflation, that poverty mindset anymore. The way I move, the way I operate, y'all done, seen and witnessed a lot of traveling that I've been doing, because I'm living. Everybody is dropping like flies. I remember when I buried my son, it was almost $10,000, and 45 of it I had to get his body from one city to the next city. So it was, I mean, the money is the prices of everything is going up, but the money is not. A 2 pound thing, a little canister of strawberries, almost $10. My grandbabies love strawberries. You know what I'm saying? They need strawberries and bananas and stuff. So I don't know, but I'm a grandmother. I haven't worked a job since 2013, so I have not been keeping up with everything. I just been living life. You know what I'm saying? So what we say about inflation, things is going up. I did write something. What I write down? Inflation and the ones it really affect. Eh, Now see, now look, it's affecting a lot of people that look like me and you. And you know what I'm saying? And the world, as it seems, like, no, everybody's out for self. Everybody's out for self. Everybody's out to get what they can get out somebody. And what I've learned from what I've experienced, you got to watch who you around, because it takes a village to do a lot of things. It takes a village, and you got to watch who in your village. Who's in your village? So if you are just tuning in, make sure you click like, click share, because we going to get deep. We're going to be very, very transparent, because I don't know. And I don't think Sasha know how to be nothing else but transparent. Go ahead, chime in and then to give it time, sis.
Okay, so we won't be before you long, but we do have some important things to say, get off our chest, maybe open some minds. So before we dive into our conversation, I want to post a question to all of you, whether you're watching live or you're watching it on a replay, whether you're watching it on Facebook or on YouTube, wherever you find this stream. Think about this question. Have you ever heard of a company paying someone after death? And I mean
Mm.
continuously paying them after death. And to find out more about that, we ask that you stay until the end to hear the entirety behind that question and why we're asking that question. So, sis, inflation. Come on now.
And companies paying you after, I don't know. There is no company. Look, from experience, because I've done the 9 to 5, I've done the self-employment, I've done, it all. I ain't
Mhm.
never heard nobody getting paid after, they pass on. That they have,
Right.
unless they have some pension. I heard
Royalties or
of things
something like
like,
that.
yeah, look, royalties like Michael Jackson family, you know, Prince's family, they getting residual income. They still got royalties and stuff like that. Every time the radio station play their music, their families is getting some type of money coming in. I get royalties from a book, but once I die, that'll go, go to my family and stuff like that. But that's about it. But as far as a company in the industry that we're in, it's totally amazing. I see you chiming in. Go ahead, give us a shout out. Have you heard of someone, a company paying someone after they pass on, and providing substantially at that for their family? Besides,
Oh, yeah.
if they're not a celebrity, let's say if they're not a celebrity.
A regular everyday person like you and me has the opportunity to do something today and pay yourself continuously and pay your family even after you leave this earth. I mean, we all want generational wealth and we all want to leave a legacy. So why not start working on building that for your family now? And it's a lot less labor than what you would think. So back to you,
Im-
sis.
you know what? Imagine, I was just thinking about, imagine having something that will allow you to do exactly what you want when you want to, without having the luxury of trying to figure out where the money gonna come from. I know for myself, a lot of things, like, because I didn't know better, because I didn't, my maybe I'm not pointing the blame, but stuff like this that I know now was not taught in school. So if it wasn't taught in school when I was in school, so I'm sure it wasn't taught in school when my mother was in school, when her mother was in school. So a lot of stuff that I know now that may work now, and especially in the time that we are now. We are in a digital age. I can just imagine where I would have been if Facebook was around when I was in high school. But
Look, I'm
a lot
glad
of
it
stuff,
wasn't.
man. I mean, I'd have been famous, girl. I'd have been famous, but because I look like I just saw this movie called The Truman Show with Jim Carrey, and since he was from birth, they had these cameras all on him, recording everything, and everybody was in on it but him. And it was basically a movie about his life, but he found out eventually that it was all a TV show, and he ended up leaving because he found a way to escape this, because it was a globe, like an enclosed globe. He couldn't go nowhere. They had the man. You have to watch it. It's hilarious. Jim Carrey is off the chain anyway. But they were talking. I mean, he didn't know nothing outside of his town, his little cluster, his little globe of the world, and everybody was in on it.
Oh, and that just brings up the thought of where I come from. I grew up in the hood, and most of the people in the hood don't make it out of the hood. They don't see anything but their surrounding cities. I don't know. That movie just brought that
No,
to me.
but you right though, because it's a lot of us that have that mentality that this is all it is for us, because
Yeah.
how it been for mama and them and grandma and them. But I remember, God rest her soul, but my mother-in-law had actually said once, something that's, like, just like, me, like, just like, oh, but she was like, I was born poor, so I'ma die poor. And I was like, the devil is a lie on that one. I'm not gonna die poor. Now,
I know that's
maybe we
right.
did. Maybe that we I may not have known, but there's so many books out here. And speaking of one book, Atomic Habits, that I
Mm.
got, I had won this book from Daryl and Maria Roberts at the conference that we just came back from in Vegas. And I'm so glad, because a lot of that is talking about breaking mind habits. Like, just like you, I didn't grow up. Well, I grew up in a middle age home. I mean, a middle class home. We weren't in the hood per se, but we wasn't in the Hamptons either. You know what I'm
Oh, girl,
saying?
I come from
Like,
poverty.
my mom, we didn't live in the projects or nothing like that. but we live down the street from the projects.
No,
I
we
mean,
was right.
I mean,
We was right in the trap, right in
in the
it.
trap. And look, well, look, but I seen the people and surrounding area and everything, and I was like, I didn't want that for me. But when people just don't know what they don't know, and they tend to put things on you, I'm glad I had the mentality like this. No, they can't be talking about me and being
Exactly.
this way, like living paycheck to
Some
Dr.
of us
Linda
just
Richardson called it paycheck to Monday.
know from an early age that we're meant for more and that we're destined to do more. I remember looking at my mom
We'll go.
growing up. She didn't work. She lived. We were on welfare. She, was a food stamp recipient, and she didn't work up until I think at the age of 9 is when she got her first job. I
Mm,
was the age of 9 when she got her first job, and then she worked all the time. And even with her working all the time, she still didn't have any extra funds. I
enough.
mean, she had
Right.
just enough to get by. And I remember being young saying, that is not going to be me. I don't want to just survive. I want to live. I looked
Right.
at my mom, and I mean, she did the best she could, but I looked at my
Yeah,
mom
they
as
made it do
someone
what it
who,
do.
yeah, as someone who's just okay with existing. I don't want to just be an extra in a movie. I want to be the main character. I want
You
to
better say
live.
that, sis.
Come
I
on
know
now.
that's right. You about to make me run. See, look, I
Run,
like
girl.
people that I can vibe with because I'm
Mhm.
it came a time in my life where I was like, look, Lord, and I have to give honor to where honor is due. I give all my honor and praise to God because
Glory
it
to
was
him.
him that was putting my ram in the burning bush. Cause I was like, look, man, that's how I be talking to God. I be like, man, look,
You know.
this this just can't be it. This
Mm-mm.
just can't be it. Just waking up, going to work. Matter of fact, I didn't even like going to work. It was, I knew I had to, but man, who really likes work? Like the work I'm doing now, this I like to do. I like to do this right here. But going to work, punching somebody's clock, and have to be in a set place from here to here, and then I'm tired and I can't even have no quality time with my kids. Like a lot of times, a lot of riff and stuff be coming in with families when both parents don't have that time with their children. But a job don't care about that because there's been times where I have lost jobs because hey, I got to tend to my children. It's just me. I got to, if the school call
That's
and
that's
they
that's
acting a
the main
fool.
reason that I am a stay-at-home mom. Because of my kids. I daycare costs too much. That's like
What?
paying another rent payment,
What?
another mortgage payment.
Girl,
Daycare costs too much.
my
It,
son just came back with the paperwork to put the kids in daycare, 1,700 some odd dollars, almost $1,800 for two kids.
and that's crazy. Who can afford to put their children in daycare and still afford to live? Like,
And then
we
it
we're a
ain't
two
like you could
parent
take.
household, but somebody still got to work. And so,
Exactly. The income got to come in constantly because your employer don't care about you or your baby being sick. I'm so sorry. I don't care if your boss is real cool or not, but they really, they have a bit. They have a business to run,
yeah.
and they need the manpower. And if you can't fulfill it, baby or not, guess what? They let you go so long. Bye bye. I know I haven't been in the work field that long, but the rules still apply.
Oh, yeah.
I done been let go from plenty of jobs, and the bills kept on coming in. They didn't care. They didn't want no explanation. They needed, or they was gonna cut it off.
Exactly.
Did you, y'all better cut it out,
Yeah.
executive and chairman. They over there growling at each other. I don't know what their problem is. They is not gonna be the boss of me. Yes, you better
They are.
cut it out. Hey, Chris, can you check on them? I think they fighting. I think they fighting for real.
So while
How?
we talking about employment
They
and
was
stuff
fighting
like
earlier.
that, they
Look, they
brothers.
just got here.
You
Look,
know
they just
brothers.
got here. I don't
You know brothers
allow
do that.
I don't allow my children to fight amongst themselves. What?
Uh-oh.
Okay, I'm gonna clean them. Just they. Oh, okay. They don't look. They done messed up, so I'm gonna have to clean up. But they gonna have to hold on a second. Oh, Papa gonna clean them. Oh, the Popeye so sweet. You should see his face. But yeah, employment,
Unemployment. While we're talking
unemployment.
about employment, let's move into unemployment. Um, so sitting here looking at the statistics. Sorry, Najee wants to get in the camera. He trying to
That's
drag
right,
me
future.
somewhere for some food or something. And bottomless stomach.
And see, and that's
We
that's what look. If your job, look, if we were at work right now, it would be a problem
yeah.
for our kids and our dogs to be, acting up and doing whatever they want to do. But look, and then they want to let us go. Not here when you have your own home-based business. But proceed, Sasha.
Right. So, it's been a while since I've been actually employed. I've been self-employed for the last, whew, I want to say at least even before the travel industry, I was self-employed. So I've been self-employed for at least the last 6 years, and it has been one of the biggest blessings that I have come across, because I can do what I want to on my own time and build at my own pace. But unfortunately, a lot of people still have to go work those 9 to 5s. They still have to clock in and things like that. And then when they don't do what they're asked, or if they're not keeping up to quota or something like that, they're let go. And then for the older people, or the more seasoned people, a lot of times companies will let go of seniority employees so they can save $1, and they let them go so they can hire somebody younger and pay them a lesser rate. And so then those people find themselves unemployed. So I was looking at some of the statistics for unemployment that's getting ready to come up within the next year, 2 years. And what made me do this is I came across a video the other day talking about all the stores that are getting ready to close. I know in my neighborhood alone, they've already closed the Walmart. They've already closed the Aldi's. So these stores are closing all over. And so with stores closing, what does that mean? The
Left and
unemployment.
right.
Exactly. People are going to be
Unemployment.
laid off all the time. So by the end of 2023, unemployment rate is expected to jump to 4.1%. I can't remember what it is right now currently, so I'm not going to post or say anything on that. But by the end of 2024, it's supposed to jump another 0.6%. So it's going to go from 4.1% to 4.7%. And
Mm.
payroll employment declines also on an average by 10,000 jobs per month, not a year, per month
Oh.
in 2024. So a lot of people are going to be needing a plan B. So if you're not already thinking
And if you
about
think,
a plan B, you need to start thinking about it, and
and
putting
if you
things in
think you gonna
place.
right, and if you think you're gonna be able to collect unemployment, it ain't gonna
Hmm.
happen because who gonna pay the unemployment if they going out of business or if they no more?
Look, and inflation in fact affects the government and the government spending as well. The government is what pays unemployment. So
Mm-hmm.
if inflation is on a rise, unemployment is on a rise, what you gonna do? You
What
need a
you
plan
gonna
B.
do? Need that
So
plan B.
me and my sis were jumping ahead of it, and we're putting the opportunity out there for other people to start focusing and working on their plan B now before they need their plan B. A lot of
Right.
people end up coming to me, or I hear stories about people at the last minute needing something. And I know many people, myself was one of them at one point. Um, so this plan B is not only a necessity, is or it's not a luxury, it's a necessity at this point. Um, do you have anything to say on that plan B, sis?
Yeah, I wanted to shout out Jennifer Davis is in the house watching, and she's talking about that 7:30 to 4:30 is torture. I
Oh,
look, I
and what?
remember
Hold
having
on.
to get
While we talking about my sis Jennifer Davis, um, she has been on her job for over 25 years. She makes good money, but she has matched that money in our plan B in less than 4 years. So I mean, 25 years versus 4 years. Which would you rather choose?
this is
I say that
my
four.
plan ABCDEFG if you and the rest of the alphabets because I'm telling you, I have never I've been working a job just over broke since I was 14 years old. I've never been paid to take a vacation. I've never taken a vacation free for free. I know that's right, sis. Work, look, it's coming. It is definitely coming. But I've never. I mean, I've went to school, got a degree. You know what I'm saying? Got a whole bunch of mess of certificates and all that stuff. But I've never made the type of money or been connected to the type of people that I've been connected to in this business. It is more than just. I know it's like it's a travel club. It's a travel platform. It's a platform that we help people save money on the travel that they're already going to do. We basically say if you gonna travel anyway or if you want to travel anyway and if you're not using a travel club membership such as of this magnitude, then you're wasting your money. And I've traveled more in my life in 3 years than I have being in the military, being traveling in general in my whole lifetime. In these last 3 years, I ain't never traveled as much as and I mean, that's been my go-to. That's all something I've always wanted to do. And you mean to tell me, yeah, there's people that's gonna pay you to do what you love to do? Now, don't get me wrong. A lot of y'all may love y'all jobs. Y'all may get up,
Yeah,
y'all may can't wait until Monday morning, Tuesday morning. Y'all got this song, y'all got a chipper in y'all step. Cause when I did have a job, I ain't gonna even lie. There were some jobs that all of my jobs I made it do what it do, but there was some really good jobs that I had. Like when I drove the school buses, that was fun being around them kids and driving the school buses when I drove trucks over the road. That was fun. It was good money in that. Lonely, but it was good money in that. What else? Taking care of Marcy, leave my puppies alone. But taking care of mental, people with disabilities and stuff like that. All of those hey, Ambassador Deborah Taylor is in the house. Thank you so much, Queen, for chiming in. But I've had a lot of different jobs. I sold cars and stuff. I've done a lot of different things and enjoy each and every one of them. But at the time I was enjoying them, I was thinking that's all I could do is work a job.
hmm,
But then, like, I mean, with all those good old good paying jobs, the more money I made, the more money I spent because I
yeah,
wanted the best for my children. And plus, things had to be like my sons, like they ate everything. So, I mean, and they didn't, but as a single parent, your children don't understand why we can't have just because, somebody missing. Like
yeah,
my mom did the best she could. She remarried, but my father passed away when I was 15. So I understand. Matter of fact, I overstand that it was hard it's hard being a parent anyway, but being a single parent, it's extremely hard. I mean, you hear Danny Sequinall talk, you can tell he love him mama, but he talk about, I mean, how his mom was a single parent and all he want to do is give her the life to, just to chill and say, "Ma, I got this,"
hmm,
and not have to worry about it. But there are some people out there who have children and still have to work a job all day life because it's even hard out there for their kids.
yeah.
That's that inflation. The rising of cost and the money not going up, but you can be working two, three jobs. I've worked two, three jobs at a time, and it's still look after Uncle Sam done taxed it. I'm waiting on the refund at the end of the year. But not anymore. Not when I found out that there was another way. Not that found out that there was a better way, and not to find out and start believing in myself to be the one to say, "Hey, yeah, I can do that too. I can get some of that too."
Yeah,
And
I
guess what? I
deserve
mean,
more. I'm worth it. And I know
right?
a lot of people, they look at different careers like, oh, well, I got a pension, I got a 401k, this, that, and the other. Well, I, it's a close story, so I won't say who, but somebody close to me quit working a few years ago, and they ended up losing their entire 401k
Mm.
because the company sold. I just watched
I've
another
done
video.
it. Look, I've done it and lost
I
my 401.
Yep, I just watched another video the other day of a trucking company that's laying everybody off, and they're
Mm-hmm.
losing everything. They're losing their pension and everything, and so these people have to start over.
And they in their 50s and 60s and up in age.
Yeah, and so they either have to go and learn new skills, or they have to go be told what to do by somebody that's younger than them. And most
That
people
they
don't want to
they
do that.
grandchildren.
That part.
I ain't doing it. Yeah,
Yeah.
because they didn't. These
So
young folks don't know how to talk to people.
that look, we're not even gonna get into that. But so the next thing that
I
we
know.
want to show you guys is a video, and potentially again open your minds to a plan B. And whether you choose our plan B or not, the point of this is to open minds and let people know that a plan B is a necessity, and you might want to start working on that plan B sooner than later, because your company, the employment that you have with your employer isn't promised. As securing as it sounds, it isn't promised. You might as well build something for yourself, secure your own future, so you know it's promised. So into the video.
Okay, so can you still see me and hear me? Okay, and can you see the screen?
I can see the screen, I can see you, and I can hear you.
All right, so let me go ahead on and start
Max,
this roll that
max,
beautiful bean footage.
there you go. Maximize.
I will.
Are you ready to escape financial stress and worry? Are you ready to travel more, better, and have more income and time freedom? Teaming up with a teaming up with a dominating $9 trillion travel industry. Imagine taking 4 and 5 star vacations every year at two-star prices while earning unlimited income at the same time. Yes, it's possible. We make this and more possible for you. Can you picture yourself traveling wherever and whenever you want? If so, here's how will help you alleviate the stress of double-digit inflation. No more dreaming about luxurious vacations. Start taking them for pennies on the dollar. Say goodbye to financial stress and start living your life to the fullest. The best part is you can start today and change your life and the lives of your family members for the better. This opportunity is for everyone, including you. We'll be with you every step of the way. Create a simple and fun business where you can travel more, better, for less, and earn a residual income. Whether you have spare time, part time availability, or you want to go all in, we have the flexibility to accommodate your schedule. What sets us apart is that we're revolutionizing the travel industry in ways that have never been done before. We provide provide exclusive access to prices that you won't find anywhere else, offering 4 and 5 star properties at 2-star prices. Not only that, but our compensation plan is groundbreaking, offering opportunities for earnings that have never been seen before. If the timing is right in your life, this additional profit center will bring a big smile to your face. Imagine the joy of seeing your bank account grow while enjoying the beach and exploring new destinations. Don't hesitate to reach out to the person who shared this information with you. They can provide you with more details and answer any questions you may have. We can't wait to welcome you to our community of travel enthusiasts who are living their best lives and making a huge difference. We'll see you on the beach and at the bank.
You're muted, sis. I just love it every time I see that video.
And thank you so much to our 2-star ambassadors, Daryl and Maria Roberts. They come up with all the awesome marketing videos. I just love every time I see it. I be trying to figure out, okay, so once I get the 2-star, I'm gonna go ahead and set this up in the trust like Coach Deborah did with Pass the Guy, and then I'm gonna start over. So that way I can still have access to them points and stuff like that. And then boom, I can give it to my grandbabies and double the points.
Boom.
Because remember, I ran out travel points because all the trips I done took and I ran out. But glory to God, I got a whole bunch more. So speaking of Pastor Guy
Yes. Pastor Guy,
and
he
Coach Deborah, because I did see Coach Deborah in the feed. She chimed in and she, I love her story. I love the way she tell it. But go ahead and let's fill the good folks in on why
all right.
you definitely need a plan B.
So I'm gonna tell a little bit of a big story. Okay, so I met Deborah Taylor, Ambassador Deborah Taylor's daughter, when I was a teenager. I was a truant. I was skipping school, and I needed a case manager.
Let me
And
find out you was a bad
girl,
girl.
yeah.
I did too.
Unfortunately,
We did. We all did. I know I did.
yep. So I ended up with a case manager, which happened to be Deborah Taylor's daughter. I fell in love with this lady. She was more of like a big sister to me, and I kept in contact with her even after um, our time was expired.
In high school and stuff like that after
Right,
graduate.
when she was no longer my case manager and stuff like that. I loved her so much, we still stayed in contact. And then one day her mom, Deborah Taylor, had sent me a friend request on Facebook. And because I heard about this lovely lady my entire teenage years, I decided to add her on Facebook. And then I seen that she was in the travel industry, and so right before me and my husband got married, I reached out to her and asked her to book my honeymoon vacation. She sent me a video similar to what we just watched, and she asked me, was I all in? Was I ready to get started? Matter of fact, she didn't even ask me that. I watched the video and I called her back and I said, how do I sign up? Here, take my money. Matter of fact, I get paid in 2 days. I will call you back. And so ultimately I signed up and it was over from there. But I got to know this woman, and she's an amazing woman. And I got to know her husband, who we're referring to, Pastor Guy. And he was an amazing guy as well. I'm sorry if you hear my son in the background.
We good.
But Pastor
Najee
Guy
good.
look, Pastor Guy was an amazing man, and I'm glad I got the opportunity to meet him.
Me too.
I met him for the first time in March of 2021, and unfortunately, he went to go be with the Lord in May of 2021. He also was in this business and supported his wife, Ambassador Deborah Taylor, and he decided that he wanted to, work the business a little bit himself, because he found out when he got to a certain point that his business was willable and transferable to his grandchildren and great grandchildren. And
Mm-hmm.
this is the generational wealth and the leave a legacy that we talk about.
Yes.
So he did a little bit of work. It's only about 25 people here, 25 people here, so a total of 50 people for you to be able to will this to your family. When he went to be with the Lord, he was making $25 a day, and he has since given himself multiple pay raises, not just one, but multiple pay raises since he has left the physical world. He now makes $140 a day, and he is very, 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 very close to giving himself another pay raise of $225 a day.
Mm,
Um,
mm,
so
mm.
this little plan B that we're talking about, it's not something small. This
It's
isn't
my
something
plan A, B, C, D,
A
E,
through
F,
Z.
G.
I know that's
Because
right.
and the fact that you can, when you do this as a home-based business, you guys, oh my
Mhm.
God, there are 400, over 470 tax write-offs that Uncle Sam, that the government allowed for you to
Yep.
have a home business. So
Yep.
imagine, just riddle me this. What if you can get paid off your cell phone bill? I got two. What if you get get some of that? What if you can get that money back? What if you, when you pay your light bill, your mortgage, when you drive your vehicle, what if Uncle Sam said, you know what? Since you got a home based business, you got to drive some, you drive on your business trips. Hey, look, I have taken 39 vacations
Woo.
in 3 years. My very last trip, I was in Vegas. But it was supposed to be for 1 week. It ended up being 2 weeks in Vegas. And I stayed at three different hotels. Now, I was working. I was doing live videos. Y'all saw me. Y'all know y'all saw me. I saw y'all saw me. I seen the eyes, just like I see the eyes on there on the screen right now. I see that y'all was saw me. So I was marketing my business. And the third hotel, oh my goodness, I was right there smack dead on the strip. I can't tell you where I was unless we have a conversation. But I can definitely show you the receipts. But that week was $66. And I'm talking about my view. I was on the 51st floor.
$66
Mountains. Look,
for a whole week.
surrounded
What?
surrounded by mountains. I mean it was beautiful. And I literally did things that I didn't never think that I was going to be able to do. I let fish eat my feet or kiss my feet. There's a live video if you want to see that. I went zip lining. There's a TikTok video if you want to see that one. I did a helicopter ride, and I always got to do this. I always got to shout out. That's right. Annette Heckerson said she loved this business. Honey, I do to this business. This because it's not just a business with me. The people that I've connected to since being in this business, from the CEO on down, the oil has trickled and dripped on every single last one of us. I'm a one-star director in the company, and I've been going for my life to get the 2-star, then 3-star, then 4-star, because I will have my ambassador experience several times over, and I will be executive chairman of the company. And guess what?
On
I don't
repeat.
even care how
Mhm.
long, on repeat. And guess what? I don't even care how long it takes because I ain't going nowhere. My puppies, my babies, my new additions that y'all gonna see them later. You gonna see them another time. Y'all ain't gonna see them today. But their name is executive and chairman, because that is exactly what, that's right, Annette. Period. T. Period. Because when you have a company that's willing to allow you to sow into you, now, these are straight facts. You are sowing into yourself. You are making an investment into yourself when you join this company. And the people in this company, look, if believe in you until you can believe in your doggone self. Because I'm telling you, I did not believe that I could be exactly where I am today in this, period in life. In
Yeah.
life,
I
I have
like
to
to
say.
say this company is a better lifestyle company, not just a better life company, but a better lifestyle company. Like she said, the oil just drips down, and I've experienced so much growth, not just personal, but all across the board since I've been connected with this company. And I want to talk about two things, kind of unplanned, but I want to talk about two things before we close out. Well, three actually. I want to talk about the longevity of our company. Our company is a debt-free company. We're in
Debt
60
free.
plus countries. We have
67.
look, 60 plus 60, we continue to grow. It's hard to keep up. You know,
Right.
uh when I first started, we were only in like 40 something countries. So I done seen a good amount of growth in this company since I've been involved. We have three corporate offices, one in the US, one in Madrid, Spain, and one in Colombia. We
Mm-hmm.
have partners all over the world. I mean, 67
All
countries.
over.
We have partners all over. We have inventory, or
We don't
places
have
to
inventory. Look.
right. We
That's
really
look.
don't have inventory because we can
The
go
inventory,
anywhere. It's travel. It's a
right. The
global
inventory
product.
we have is in our mind. It's stored in our mind. It's our life list. Y'all may call it bucket list. We call it life list. Because
Life.
if you think about it, people be at work daydreaming.
Yeah.
Where can I go? Where can sometimes look, some of my 39 vacations, I just went to another place in North Carolina. North Carolina is a huge place. And this one place I went to for a week doing a getaway, it was right on the beach. It was beautiful. It was on the beach but in the woods. Yeah.
That sounds like a
Yeah.
place I need to go, on the
Yeah.
beach but in the woods.
And I didn't know that it was actually in the woods because I am like everybody know I am not a naturey person. If I see a bug or a fly or a wasp in this house, I will move. Ask anybody. I'm not really
Like,
scared of
don't fight.
humans and nothing like that. But it's them bugs and stuff that be carrying them out. Look, I don't be playing around. But I will relocate and stay in the car if it's a bug in my house until somebody maintenance somebody come get it. Somebody help me. But I did not know that it was a beautiful resort. But I wouldn't have never went, and I didn't know it was in the woods until I got there. I arrived at night. Right. So when I drove up the little winding thing, I didn't know that it was in the woods until the next morning and the sun was out and I was seeing the little signs that said don't feed the wildlife. I was like, what wildlife? Because it was
The
dark.
bears.
Bears, wow. I seen a red fox. It was beautiful. But yeah, also seeing Yogi Bear, or it was more like Boo Boo in the woods. The little bear, not Yogi, but his friend Boo Boo. It was like a little cub, and I literally was walking, minding my own business, not paying attention, and seen a real bear, and he saw me, and I went back in my cabin. But I lived to talk about it,
Hey, you got the
just like
experience.
yeah. And I went to New Orleans. I had some gator, met a gator face to face. Was all
Now
in the
that
swamp.
gator, that
That
fried
that's
gator,
some that's some good that's some good
that's
eating.
good.
That's
That's
some
some
good eating right
gator.
there. And
Yeah.
and and I ain't
Everything
never
in
had
New Orleans is
grits.
good.
Oh my goodness, the grit. I ain't never had grits so fluffy and fine. Like when I eat grits, they you kind of grainy and gritty, and I put some sugar and butter on it, and it's on and popping. But these grits down in New Orleans, it was like eating whipped cream.
Deliciousness.
I know I have to go back down there, and I will be back down there in December because we're doing a cruise. We're going to hang out, and that's what I mean when I say this is so much more than a travel business. This is not about numbers. This is about people, and I'm telling you, yeah, my family. We are a family, like a giant tree. I just love the people that I'm connected with in this company, and the love is reciprocated. Oh, I
It
said it
is.
right.
It
And it's
is.
genuine.
It definitely is. It when we come together on a world tour or even the conferences that we do.
Or
It's like
events,
a
yeah.
big old family reunion. I love meeting up with my travel family.
And
I
speaking
just
of
love.
which, we do have a conference coming up. So in March 21st to the 24th, 2024, all roads lead to Memphis. So if you are not already in or connected with us, that's something that you don't want to miss. I'm talking about Team Legacy conferences is off the chain. It be like the
Oh
Oscars.
yeah,
You know what? Ambassador Deborah Taylor do her thug tizzle
she is the
on these
slap.
conferences.
When
I
she look,
mean,
she is the slap
exactly.
with these
Yes,
conferences.
'cause she put some look, I'm telling you, the conferences is off the chain. So you don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss it. I have not missed not a one since I've been in, and I have been all the better person for it, all the better. Because I'm telling you, life is still lifing, inflation is still going up, unemployment all over the place. But my plan B is working for me. As say you, Sasha.
I know that's right. I love working for myself. I did it as a massage therapist, but I was helping people then. You know, I was making
Mm-hmm.
them feel good. But what we do here is so much better. I love helping somebody's quality of life and not just make them feel good. Being able to experience more than just the surrounding cities and create an extra income that a lot of people don't have the opportunity to create unless they're trading time for dollars. And I just love everything about it. The biggest thing that I hear from people is, oh, it's one of those
Mm.
things. It's one of those things. But a pyramid scheme, what most people don't realize, a pyramid is an exchange of money and there's no service or product. When you get involved with our company, our network marketing company, there is an actual service, there's an actual product that you use and utilize that makes your life quality better. You experience more, and then you get the opportunity to show other people how to save money and their hard earned income, and create an extra income. So I feel like I'm contributing more to not just my community but the economy, being a part of this company. And a lot of people, they shy away and they frown on network marketing because of something that they've heard from somebody that has done one of those things before. But the difference between our company and the others is that our company is here to stay. Our company was built on the idea of families being able to travel, families being able to have that extra income and not have to worry about how they're going to make ends meet or how they're going to take their family to see that place they've always wanted to
Right.
see, and be able to experience more, because our platform is more than travel. I mean, we have excursions and
It really
activities
is.
and
Oh my gosh.
shopping, savings. We have all types of things back there. One of our other partners, she's a part of the Charlie's Angels Friday Night Live, Marcy Thomas. She's also a one-star director in this company, and her husband has even bought cars on our platform. You bought a car on our platform.
Child, don't even talk.
You
Look,
know,
don't even bring me into it because I sure enough
look,
bought my 2023 Tell You right out of my back office, and it was so the experience of it
look,
all was totally different than going into an actual dealership. Because I can tell you the story real quick. So I went into the dealership to go talk to a human being about the vehicle, right? And I was telling them what I wanted, and they was trying to tell me that I wanted an Acura, and I was like, no. And I end up leaving. I went right in my back office. Not only did I give myself an employee discount, and I ain't even nobody's employment, I get free lifetime oil changes for the lifetime of my vehicle. And I got my vehicle. I did go test drive the vehicle. I drove to another city because who had my vehicle, and test drove it and everything. And I was trying to figure out how I was gonna get the truck back to the house. The lady said, "Oh, don't worry. I'll deliver it to you. I'll drive it there to you myself. I said, say word. And the fact, like like what you were saying about we were so much more than travel. Listen, the helicopter and dinner VIP ride that we did. I mean, that I did when I was in Vegas with Verena, one of our other business partners, right in the back office. I did a musical for the first time. Jennifer Davis loved musicals, and I did a musical called Menopause, the
Girl,
musical. And you was right there with me, girl.
that
Shut up.
musical was
You
so
was
funny.
you was right there, but where was our seats, Sasha?
Front row, right at the
I mean,
stage. We could
I could have, we could have
kiss
put our
the
elbows up
actresses.
on the. Put like this. I am so glad that the actresses wasn't spitting and singing and
And
they
they
wasn't.
smelled good.
Yes, because I'm talking about we was so close that we could actually smell the doggone the actresses. And it was fun. I still got my little fan. My son took it to my son, Mama, is you trying to tell me something you going through menopause? Not yet. Not yet. But look, I know exactly what I'm looking forward to when I hit menopause. But guess what? I'll probably be on somebody's beach when I hit it. Because guess what? I can go where I want, when I want, and everything I need to make my trip a ball is right here on my phone. Everything. If I want to book me a room, on my phone. If I want to book me a flight, on my phone. If I want to go out to eat and I want to save some money going out to eat, go right to my dining and shopping right here on my phone. Everything. If I want to rent a
If
car,
you got a business call, if you got anything business tied, it's right there on the phone. Anywhere.
on the
Work from
phone.
anywhere. I mean, come on now.
You can work from anywhere as long as you got internet. You can do this job. As long
Mhm.
as you don't have look, as long as you have room in your bank account, you can do this job. If as long as you can self motivate yourself and say, "Hey, I deserve better. I want better, and I want to save money while I'm doing it." This is for you. At my old church, before we close out, we used to do this declaration
Mm.
after every service, and I still say it because I remember speaking at one of the conferences in Memphis. You have to see a thing before you see it.
Yeah.
And for years, I've always said this, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna start walking in what I'm saying in God's promises because His promises are yes and amen." So it says so before, if you are, I mean, because we are believers, tithers, and givers, we can boldly confess that we are rich, we are blessed, we are walking in the fullness of God. We walk by faith and not by sight. We are the righteousness of God. We are debt free. We are healthy. We are wealthy. We are wise. And the days of barely making it are over. If that is you, you need to get back to the person who invited you to this presentation, who shared this on their wall, because I'm telling you, if you heard anything that was said between Sasha and I, you are in the right place at the right time because we ain't going nowhere. As a matter of fact, 369 so much more than travel, just because it is so much more than travel. We'll be back tomorrow, the day after that. We may be on somebody's beach or at somebody's bank, but we may be at both. It may be a beach that we may be a bank that we can use at the beach, but everything is accessible. So thank you so much for joining us tonight. Get back to the person who invited you to this broadcast, and we will see you on another day on 369 So Much More Than Travel. And if you are available tomorrow, if you're not available tomorrow tonight at 8 o'clock, make yourself available because we're gonna have none other than, thank you so much, Queen. Thanks for chiming in. But we're gonna have no other than Pastor Mel Keys and
That's
Ambassador
tomorrow
Deborah.
night.
That's tomorrow night. That's what I'm talking about. Tomorrow night
Oh, I
at
thought you
eight
said
o'clock.
tonight.
No, not tomorrow, not tonight, because tonight is Friday. This is it. But tomorrow night is gonna be our Sunday fireside chat with Pastor Mel Keys and Ambassador Deborah Taylor. They are definitely going to be dropping some nuggets. Get back to the person who invited you or shared this on their wall. You are so welcome, Queen. And until next time, we'll holla. Take care for now. Good night.